The Little Moon Bunny's Sleepy Adventure. Once upon a time, in a peaceful forest where the stars twinkled like tiny diamonds, there lived a little bunny named Luna. Luna had the softest white fur, the fluffiest little tail, and the kindest heart anyone had ever known. Every evening, just as the golden sun disappeared behind the hills, Luna would sit outside her cozy burrow and watch the moon slowly rise into the sky. She loved the moon. It always smiled gently down at the forest, making everything feel calm, safe, and peaceful. One quiet evening, Luna noticed something unusual. The moon looked a little sleepy. "Oh dear," whispered Luna. "The moon must be tired after shining all night." She decided to go on a tiny adventure to help the moon have the sweetest sleep. Before leaving, she packed a little basket. Inside, she placed a soft feather, a glowing flower, a tiny silver bell, and a warm blanket made from fluffy clouds. Then she quietly hopped down the forest path. The leaves gently danced in the cool evening breeze. Crickets played their sleepy songs. Fireflies floated through the air like tiny golden stars. As Luna walked, she met Oliver, the little owl. "Good evening, Luna," hooted Oliver softly. "Where are you going so late?" "I'm looking for gifts to help the moon rest," Luna replied. Oliver smiled kindly. "I have something for you." He gave Luna one of his soft feathers. "This feather reminds everyone to close their eyes and dream beautiful dreams." Luna thanked Oliver and carefully placed the feather into her basket. She continued along the winding path. Soon she reached a quiet meadow. Colorful flowers gently swayed under the moonlight. In the middle of the meadow stood Daisy, the little deer. "What brings you here, Luna?" Daisy asked with a gentle smile. "I'm collecting peaceful gifts for the sleepy moon." Daisy closed her eyes for a moment. Then she picked the brightest glowing flower from the meadow. "This flower shines with kindness," she said. "It glows brightest whenever someone shares love." Luna thanked her friend and placed the glowing flower beside the feather. She hopped farther into the forest. Soon she reached a tiny stream. The water flowed slowly over smooth stones. The sound was soft. Near the stream sat Benny the little bear. He was humming a quiet bedtime song. When Benny heard Luna's story, he smiled warmly. "I don't have flowers or feathers," he said, "but I have the gentlest bedtime melody." He quietly rang a tiny silver bell. Ting, ting, ting. Luna carefully placed the little bell into her basket. "Thank you, Benny." As the night grew darker, Luna climbed a gentle hill. At the very top stood the oldest tree in the forest. Its branches reached high toward the stars. There sat Grandma Turtle. Although she moved very slowly, she always knew exactly what to say. "My dear Luna," Grandma Turtle smiled. "I know why you've come. She wrapped a tiny blanket made from fluffy clouds around Luna's shoulders. "When someone feels tired," Grandma Turtle whispered, "kindness is the warmest blanket of all." Luna hugged the blanket tightly. Now her basket was full. The feather, the glowing flower, the silver bell, and the cloud blanket. She looked up at the moon. Luna sat quietly on the hill. She placed the feather beside her. The gentle breeze carried peaceful dreams into the sky. She placed the glowing flower beneath the moonlight. Its warm light shimmered softly across the clouds. She gently rang the tiny silver bell. The quiet sound drifted through the stars. Finally, she lifted the fluffy cloud blanket high into the air. The wind carried it gently upward. It floated higher and higher until it softly wrapped around the smiling moon. Almost immediately, the moon seemed brighter. Not because it was awake, but because it felt safe. The stars sparkled happily. The trees gently swayed. Even the wind became softer. Luna yawned. "Oh," she whispered. "I think helping others is the coziest feeling in the whole world." She slowly hopped back home. Inside her little burrow, everything felt warm and quiet. She snuggled beneath her favorite blanket. Outside, the moon watched over the forest with a gentle smile. The crickets sang their sleepy song. The leaves whispered softly. The little stream continued its quiet splash. Luna closed her eyes. She dreamed of glowing flowers, friendly animals, soft clouds, and peaceful stars. And somewhere high above, the moon smiled gently at every child who was listening. It wished them sweet dreams. It wished them peaceful sleep. So, if you close your eyes very gently, take one slow, deep breath and listen to the quiet night. You might just see Luna hopping beneath the moonlight, keeping sweet dreams safe for everyone. Good night, little one. Sleep peacefully. And may your dreams be filled with kindness, gentle stars, and magical adventures. The little star who was afraid to shine. Once upon a time, high above the quiet world, there lived a tiny little star named Twinkle. Twinkle was the smallest star in the whole night sky. Every evening, thousands of bright stars sparkled proudly together. But Twinkle stayed hidden behind a soft silver cloud. "I'm too little," Twinkle whispered. "No one will notice me." Every night the moon smiled kindly. "Good evening, little one," said the moon. "Will you shine with us tonight?" Twinkle shook gently. "Maybe tomorrow." So the moon wished Twinkle sweet dreams, and the night continued. Far below, forests slept peacefully. Tiny rabbits rested in warm burrows. Foxes curled into fluffy balls. Baby birds tucked their heads beneath their wings. Everything was calm. Everything was quiet. Everything was waiting. One evening, a tiny owl looked up into the sky. "Moon," asked the owl softly, "why is there an empty little space beside you?" The moon smiled. "A very special little star lives there. But the little star is still finding its courage." The owl nodded. "I'll wait." The next evening, a sleepy family of deer wandered into a peaceful meadow. A little fawn looked up. "Mommy, why is one corner of the sky darker?" "Because," whispered the mother deer, "a shy little star hasn't discovered how beautiful it truly is." Twinkle heard those gentle words. She felt warm inside, but she still stayed hidden. Night after night, kind animals continued looking toward the little empty place in the sky. No one became angry. No one hurried. Everyone simply waited with love. One peaceful night, a tiny firefly floated high into the air. The firefly glowed with a soft golden light. "Hello," said the firefly. "Who are you?" asked Twinkle. "I'm only a little firefly. I don't shine very brightly. But that's all right." Twinkle blinked. "You aren't afraid?" "Sometimes I am," admitted the firefly. "But even a tiny light can help someone find their way." Twinkle thought quietly. Could that really be true? The little firefly floated gently through the dark forest. Its tiny glow helped a sleepy hedgehog find its cozy home. It helped a lost ladybug find a flower to rest on. It even helped a little bunny discover its family. The firefly smiled. "My light doesn't have to be the biggest. It only has to be kind." Twinkle looked at herself. She wasn't big. She wasn't bright. But perhaps she didn't need to be. The moon smiled once again. "Would you like to try tonight?" Twinkle took a deep little breath. Very slowly, very gently. A tiny silver sparkle appeared. It was so small that only the moon noticed. "Beautiful," whispered the moon. Twinkle smiled. The next night, her light became just a little brighter. The night after that, a little brighter still. Soon, the tiny owl noticed. "There you are." The little deer smiled happily. I knew you'd come. The rabbits looked up. So pretty. The foxes smiled. The birds dreamed peacefully beneath her gentle light. Every night, Twinkle grew just a little more confident. Not because she became the biggest star, but because she realized something wonderful. Every star has its own place. Every light matters, no matter how small. One quiet evening, thick clouds covered almost every star in the sky. Only one tiny opening remained. Guess whose light shone through? Twinkle's. Far below, a little child looked out the bedroom window. "Mommy," whispered the child, "look at that tiny star." "It's my favorite." The mother smiled softly. "Mine too." Twinkle heard those words floating gently into the sky. Her little heart filled with happiness. She finally understood. She never needed to become someone else. She only needed to be herself. From that night forward, Twinkle greeted every evening with a gentle smile. She welcomed sleepy birds. She watched over quiet forests. She twinkled above peaceful oceans. She listened to the wind sing soft lullabies. She danced beside the moon. And every night, somewhere below, children looked up before falling asleep. Many never noticed the biggest star. Instead, their eyes found one tiny little sparkle. The little star that shined with kindness. The little star that found courage. The little star that reminded everyone that even the smallest light can make the night feel warm. The moon smiled. The forest slept peacefully. The wind whispered softly through the trees. The stars twinkled gently together. And little Twinkle shined happily. All through the quiet night. the little cloud that learned to dream. High above the quiet hills, where the sky stretched endlessly, floated a tiny cloud named Puffy. Puffy was the smallest cloud in the whole sky. Every morning, he drifted gently with the breeze. Every evening, he watched the stars appear one by one. And every night, he wondered what it felt like to dream. One peaceful night, the moon noticed him. "Why do you look so thoughtful?" she asked kindly. "I wish I could dream," Puffy whispered. The moon smiled warmly. Dreams begin with a peaceful heart. Puffy thought about those words as he floated through the quiet sky. Below him, little rabbits slept inside cozy burrows. Baby birds rested safely in their nests. Tiny foxes curled up beside their families. Everything was calm. Everything was quiet. Everything was ready for sleep. The cool night air felt soft against his fluffy cloud. Far below, tiny streams sparkled beneath the moonlight. A gentle breeze carried the sweet scent of blooming flowers. Soon, a little star twinkled beside Puffy. "My name is Spark," the star said. "Would you like to visit the Valley of Quiet Dreams?" "Oh yes," Puffy answered happily. Together, they floated slowly across the night. The wind carried them gently. The stars lit their way. They passed over sleepy mountains covered in silver light. They waved to a family of owls resting in an ancient tree. A peaceful lake reflected the glowing sky like a giant mirror. Before long, they reached a beautiful valley filled with glowing dream flowers. Each flower released tiny golden dream seeds that floated softly through the air. Some drifted toward sleeping animals. Others floated to children resting peacefully in their beds. Puffy watched with wonder. "The dream seeds bring gentle dreams," Spark explained. One tiny seed landed on Puffy, then another. Soon, his little cloud sparkled with warm, golden light. The tiny lights shimmered like hundreds of little stars. Every glowing seed filled him with warmth and happiness. The moon floated closer. "Close your eyes," she whispered softly. Puffy closed his eyes. The breeze rocked him gently. The stars hummed a quiet lullaby. Everything around him became wonderfully peaceful. The quiet night wrapped around him like a soft blanket. And for the very first time, Puffy dreamed. He dreamed of colorful butterflies dancing through the sky. He dreamed of rainbow waterfalls. He dreamed of smiling mountains wearing snowy hats. He dreamed of birds singing songs made of starlight. Everything felt peaceful. Everything felt safe. He even dreamed of floating beside friendly dolphins that leaped through clouds instead of waves. Every dream filled his heart with happiness and kindness. Soft white swans flew beside him through the glowing sky. Tiny glowing butterflies circled around him without making a sound. When Puffy opened his eyes, he smiled. "I had a dream." "You did," Spark replied. "And now you can help others dream too." "How?" Puffy asked. "Simply float gently above those who are sleeping." From that night on, Puffy traveled wherever the wind carried him. As he floated above forests, villages, and quiet rivers, tiny dream seeds drifted softly from his fluffy cloud. Children smiled in their sleep. Little puppies dreamed happily. Baby deer rested peacefully. Even sleepy hedgehogs looked extra cozy. Sometimes the dream seeds glowed like tiny golden fireflies. Sometimes they floated so slowly that they seemed to dance in the air. Little squirrels slept peacefully inside their warm tree homes. A family of ducks rested quietly beside a calm little pond. Night after night, Puffy shared gentle dreams with everyone below. He never hurried. He never worried. He simply floated peacefully beneath the stars. The moon always smiled when she saw him. Spark remained his faithful little friend. Every morning, Puffy felt grateful for another beautiful night of sharing dreams. And every evening, Puffy whispered the same gentle words. Sleep peacefully. Dream softly. The stars are watching over you. The moon is shining just for you. The gentle breeze will keep you safe until morning. Tomorrow will bring another wonderful adventure. May your dreams be filled with kindness and gentle smiles. Below, the forests grew quiet. The rivers flowed softly. The stars sparkled brightly. The moon wrapped the world in silver light. Puffy smiled, knowing another peaceful night had just begun. He closed his eyes for a moment and thanked the stars for their gentle friendship. A tiny rainbow appeared for just a moment before fading into the night. And Puffy floated peacefully across the endless sky, sharing beautiful dreams, one peaceful night after another. The Little Lantern Keeper. Long ago, on the edge of a peaceful forest where the trees swayed gently in the evening breeze, there stood a tiny wooden lighthouse. It wasn't built beside the sea like most lighthouses. Instead, it watched over a magical valley where every child's sweetest dreams began their journey each night. Inside the little lighthouse lived a cheerful fox named Oliver. He wasn't a sailor or a captain. He was the lantern keeper. Every evening, just as the first stars appeared, Oliver climbed the winding staircase carrying a basket filled with tiny crystal lanterns. Each lantern held a different bedtime dream. Some glowed blue with peaceful ocean adventures. Others shimmered pink with friendly unicorns. Some sparkled green with enchanted forests full of talking animals. And a few glowed golden with dreams that no one had imagined yet. Oliver's job was simple. Before bedtime, he gently lit every lantern and placed it on the highest balcony of the lighthouse. As each lantern glowed, its dream floated into the night sky like a tiny firefly, searching for the child it belonged to. For many years, everything happened exactly as it should. Until one quiet evening, Oliver counted the lanterns. 1, 2, 3, 39. He frowned. There should be 40. He checked every shelf. He searched every basket. He looked under every little table. But the smallest lantern had disappeared. It was the lantern that carried the dream of wonder. The dream that reminded children to stay curious, ask questions, and believe that anything was possible. Without it, the night felt strangely quieter. Oliver grabbed his little backpack and set off into the moonlit forest. The trees whispered softly as he walked. Friendly hedgehogs pointed him toward a sparkling stream. Curious squirrels searched the branches above. Even sleepy owls opened one eye to help. After a while, Oliver heard a tiny sound. Help! He followed the voice until he reached a patch of glowing flowers. There, tangled in long silver vines, was the missing lantern. Its warm golden light flickered gently. "Oh dear," Oliver whispered. The vines weren't mean. They had simply grown around the lantern while reaching for its beautiful light. Oliver carefully untangled every vine without breaking a single leaf. As soon as the lantern was free, something wonderful happened. The vines began to bloom with tiny white flowers that filled the forest with a sweet, calming scent. "Thank you," whispered the flowers. "We only wanted to feel warm." Oliver smiled kindly. "Next time, just ask." The little lantern glowed brighter than ever before. Oliver hurried back to the lighthouse, just as the moon reached the middle of the sky. He climbed the spiral staircase as quickly as his little paws could carry him. At the very top, he placed the golden lantern beside the others. The moment he lit it, thousands of tiny golden lights floated into the night. They danced across forests, mountains, villages, rivers, and quiet little towns. One of those glowing lights slipped through the bedroom window of a young boy named Tokoa. That night, Noah dreamed he was exploring a floating island above the clouds. He discovered waterfalls that flowed upward. He met turtles that could fly. He found flowers that laughed whenever someone told a kind joke. He asked questions about everything he saw. And every answer led to another wonderful surprise. When Noah woke the next morning, he looked at the world a little differently. He noticed birds singing outside his window. He wondered where rainbows went after the rain. He smiled at tiny ants carrying leaves much bigger than themselves. He even thanked the morning sun for shining. Far away, Oliver watched the sunrise from the lighthouse balcony. Another night had ended perfectly. He carefully polished every lantern before placing them back on their shelves. Then he smiled to himself. He realized that dreams weren't magical because they were perfect. They were magical because they helped children discover kindness, courage, imagination, and hope. And every evening, as the stars slowly appeared once again, Oliver climbed the old staircase with his basket of glowing lanterns, ready to send another sky full of beautiful dreams to sleeping children all around the world. If you ever wake for just a moment during the night and notice a tiny golden light floating quietly past your window, don't be surprised. It might just be one of Oliver's lanterns, carrying a brand new dream, made especially for you. The whispering cloud that collected dreams. high above the tallest mountains, where the sky glowed soft shades of lavender each evening, there floated a tiny cloud unlike any other. It wasn't the biggest cloud, nor the fluffiest. It was small, round, and as white as fresh snow. Everyone called it Whisper, because it moved so quietly that even the birds hardly noticed it drifting by. But Whisper had a very special job. Every night, just before the first child closed their eyes, Whisper floated gently across the world, collecting beautiful dreams that had not yet been dreamed. The dreams shimmered like tiny silver feathers, sparkling stars, colorful butterflies, and glowing bubbles filled with happiness. Whisper carefully carried each dream inside its soft, fluffy heart. One peaceful evening, as the moon slowly climbed into the sky, Whisper noticed something unusual. One tiny golden dream remained all alone, resting on top of a quiet hill covered with glowing flowers. It looked different from all the others. Instead of sparkling brightly, it flickered gently, almost as if it were waiting for someone very special. Curious, Whisper floated closer. "What are you waiting for?" the little cloud asked kindly. The tiny dream smiled. "I'm waiting for a child who has forgotten how wonderful dreaming can be." Whisper felt its fluffy heart become warm. Without another word, it carefully lifted the golden dream onto its back and continued its journey through the peaceful night. As it floated over sleepy villages, quiet forests, gentle rivers, and calm oceans, the stars watched with quiet curiosity. Even the moon seemed to smile a little brighter. Finally, Whisper arrived at a small house surrounded by blooming flowers. Inside, a little girl named Emma lay awake in bed. She had spent the whole day worrying about school, making mistakes, and trying to be perfect. Tonight, she wasn't thinking about adventures. She wasn't imagining magical lands. She wasn't even counting stars. She simply stared quietly at the ceiling. Whisper softly opened its fluffy heart. The tiny golden dream floated slowly through Emma's bedroom window like a glowing feather. It landed gently upon her pillow. At that very moment, Emma closed her eyes. Suddenly, she found herself walking through a wonderful valley, where flowers sang cheerful melodies whenever the wind passed by. Friendly rabbits wore tiny hats. Gentle deer carried glowing lanterns. Tiny turtles floated down sparkling streams on soft green leaves. Above them, colorful birds painted rainbows across the sky with every flap of their wings. Emma laughed. She danced across fields of cotton-soft grass. She built castles from clouds. She bounced gently on giant mushrooms that giggled every time she landed. Soon she met a wise old owl wearing tiny round glasses. The owl smiled warmly. "You don't have to be perfect to shine," he said softly. "The stars are beautiful because every one of them shines differently. Emma looked up. Thousands of stars sparkled above her. Some were bright. Some were tiny. Some twinkled quickly. Others glowed slowly. Yet together, they made the most beautiful sky imaginable. Emma smiled the biggest smile she had smiled in a long time. When morning finally arrived, she opened her eyes, feeling lighter than ever before. She didn't remember every detail of her magical dream, but she remembered the wonderful feeling it had left inside her heart. She smiled while getting ready for school. She smiled during breakfast. She even smiled when she made a tiny mistake writing her homework. Because now she knew something important. Every mistake was simply another step toward learning something new. High above, Whisper watched happily from the morning sky. Its fluffy heart glowed brighter than ever. The little golden dream had found exactly the child it had been waiting for. That evening, Whisper continued collecting beautiful dreams once again. But now, it carried one extra treasure. Emma's happy laugh had become a tiny silver star. Whenever another child felt worried before bedtime, Whisper would gently sprinkle a little sparkle from that star into the night air. And somehow, those children would fall asleep, smiling just a little more easily. Night after night, the little cloud quietly floated around the world, never asking for thanks, never seeking attention. Its greatest joy was knowing that somewhere below, children were drifting into peaceful sleep, wrapped in gentle dreams full of kindness, courage, and hope. And if you ever look up on a calm, starry night and notice one tiny cloud glowing softly beside the moon, perhaps that is Whisper, carrying another beautiful dream, searching for the next little heart that needs a touch of magic before drifting peacefully to sleep.
던